Let me give y'all a little black history. Did you know we were kidnapped from Africa? A white man came on his boat. That's why y'all need to see that movie. Hold on, I have my finger over my speaker. Y'all got to see that movie Roots. I mean, if you mentally mature enough and emotionally mature enough to sit there and watch that whole movie, and it's long as fuck. It got like 6 parts or something shit to it. It's down to Kunta Kinte. That's the boy that's when he was a boy and they stole him from Africa. Down to his son, then his grandson, then his great-grandson, which I believe is the one. His name is Alex Haley, who wrote the story, who got all the facts. So I've watched every single. It's very interesting to me. So you got to be them ones. You got to be that one that can sit there and actually put yourself in their shoes. So what I'm trying to say is, for Black History Month, a lot of us black women and men don't know what we've been through as a culture to get where we are today. I mean, we were kidnapped. We were forced to live in conditions like they kidnapped us off the boat. I mean, they kidnapped us from Africa, hundreds of us at a time, didn't feed us. Some of them killed themselves by jumping overboard. Or they did feed them because they tried to keep them healthy because they were selling them. So Kunta Kinte, he was hard-headed. He wasn't about that life. He didn't want to change. They changed his name to Toby. He didn't want that. They beat him up till they made him say his name was Toby. He tried to run away. I think they cut his foot off. They used to rape our black women. That's how come we are African Americans. Every African American you see is because we are from Africa. We might have been born here in whatever state you live in the United States. But if you are black and was born in the United States, you are African American. Long time ago, those slave owners raped your great-grandmother, your great-great-grandmother, because it ended in like 1860, something like that, and it was like 400 years of that shit. No, we haven't been in. Yeah, that was in. Look it up. But I got the facts. I really don't know how long. It was a long time. So these civil rights leaders, like Harriet Tubman and Martin Luther King Jr., all of them fought, and plenty more, for the rights of our blacks. We didn't have no rights. We were treated like dogs. So for you women that walk around with your body, not looking like a woman, not looking like a queen like you should, you're a disgrace to our culture. You making us look bad. Men that don't work, that just hang out on the corner or just do drugs all day, don't want to do nothing with their life. Do you know what our black men, our civil rights leaders did to fight for our rights? We couldn't vote. You had to work on the slave field from morning till dawn. So as soon as that sun came up, them slave owners made you go out there on that field and pick cotton all day until the sun went down. That's 12 hours. No pay. Imagine that. Then if you was a light-skinned, pretty African American, or African or whatever, because it was African, it didn't become African American until that white man impregnated that African. Now she's African American, or her kid is African American. Then that African American kid had kids, and that's how come our color is lighter than Africans, because we are mixed with white. So for all these men and women that don't cherish their life, you're just a waste and a disgrace to our culture. So we got to do better. And for you women, society is making it. I need some water. My mouth kind of dry. Society has it to where you got to boast and brag about how much money you make, and you make 6 figures, and you want a man that makes 6 figures and all that shit. Like, that shit is from society. So you're not gonna find true love like that. I'm telling you. The more money you make, the more harder it's gonna be able for you to find true love. Because that man, that's Vaseline, dried up Vaseline. Because that man is gonna be, you're a target now. You talking about too much what's in your pocket. See, my grandmother always told me, never tell a man how much money you make. Like, you women today, brag about it. You absolutely brag about it. Then you get mad when the man don't do shit. Like, how can he do shit? He ain't gonna feel like he can even satisfy you if you're always talking about how much money you make. A man does, let me give you some game. A man does not care about how much money you make. You don't have to tell him that. A man feels like a man when you make him feel like a man. How can he feel like a man if you paying for everything? Or I could do this and I could do that, and I have this and I have that. He just gonna step back and you become a target now. So it's gonna be hard to find true love if you steadily talking about what you got in your pockets. Men, it was a trap. The white man put these drugs out here in the streets to trap us. Because they say, they feel, if you don't got a strong mind, you know, you won't be able to do shit. The drugs was to weaken y'all. To make y'all go out there, commit crimes, kill each other, get high, and don't know what the fuck you doing. You know, destroy your lives, your families. You're going to end up in jail or dead or on drugs. And they knew that. And a lot of y'all is just dumb as fuck for falling into that trap. Y'all don't want to go out and get a job. The Bible says the man is supposed to work by the sweat of his brow. Women, we had a curse on us when Adam and Eve ate from the forbidden fruit, the tree of forbidden fruit from the tree. And our punishment, women's punishment, was we were going to bear, we have to go through pain bearing kids. Men, their punishment was that they had to sweat, they had to work by the sweat of their brow. They have to work so hard that they sweating. Now that's a real man. Do you have any real men today that's actually out there sweating for that money? Or do you got a lot of men that's sitting up in your house, eating up all your food, telling you what to do, cussing you out, disrespecting you and your kids, don't want to work, want you to do everything? That ain't no real man. Men wasn't doing that back in the day. This is 2026. Wasn't too long ago. My grandfather worked 2 jobs. This was back in the, 40s? There was real men back then. They stopped making them since the 80s. Because that's when crack came out. All the all the women got on crack, all the men got on crack. It was crack mamas. It was daddies selling crack, ended up in jail. So the kid grew up with a dope fiend mama and the daddy in jail. You know the story, you know the life. And it was all a setup from the white man. So I hope y'all wake up and do something better for your life.